Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about something we do all the time, expressing certainty. You know, how sure you are about something. And trust me, getting this right, it can totally change how people hear what you're saying. I mean, really think about it for a sec. When you're talking, are you absolutely sure? Or are you just pretty sure? That little gap between sure and pretty sure is actually massive. And that's exactly what we're going to dig into. Because, when you can nail these different levels of certainty, your English just sounds so much clearer, it's more effective, and honestly, you sound way more convincing. All right, let's start with the big one, expressing 100% certainty. We're talking about when you have absolutely zero doubt. So how do you get that feeling across? Just look at this. That right there, that's the look of total conviction. It's not just a feeling, right? It's that confidence you have when you know something is a fact. There's just no hesitation. And here's the most important part. You only pull out these phrases when you are completely sure of the facts. We're talking you have proof, you have evidence. This is not the time for guessing. So what do you say? Well, these are your go-tos. I'm sure, I'm certain, I'm positive. See how strong those are? A personal favorite of mine, if you really want to drive the point home, is I have no doubt that. That just shuts down any argument, doesn't it? Okay, but let's be real for a second. How often are we 100% certain about things? Not that often, right? So what about when you're, almost sure? Let's dive into that 80 to 90% zone. And you can see the shift right away. This isn't that same level of absolute conviction. It's more of a thoughtful confidence. It's like you're saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure, but there's a tiny chance I could be wrong. Honestly, this is where most of us live day to day, right? It's for all our predictions and opinions. You feel really confident, but you're also smart enough to know you don't have all the info. It's just a much more realistic way to talk. And the phrases we use here, they reflect that. They're a little softer. Things like, I'm almost certain, or I'm fairly sure. And of course, the ones we use all the time, I think and I believe. All of these are great for showing you have a strong feeling, but hey, it's not a 100% guarantee. Okay, so we've got the theory down. Now let's see how this actually works in real life. We're going to look at a couple of super common conversations. All right, example number 1. Someone asks you a simple question. And the answer? I'm positive it will. Boom, that's 100% certainty. But here's the key. Why are they so certain? Because they checked the weather forecast. They have evidence. That's what lets them use such a strong phrase. Okay, let's try another one. This time, the question's a bit trickier because it's about what someone else is doing. And look at the reply. I think so. This is perfect. Why? Because you haven't actually seen him studying, but he told you he'd be in the library, so you have a really good reason to believe it. I think so captures that feeling perfectly. It's a strong belief, but not a proven fact. All right, so let's wrap this up. What's the main point of all this? If you walk away with just one thing, what should it be? It really comes down to this. Being precise with your language builds trust. It's that simple. When you say you're positive, people expect it to be a fact. When you say, I think, they know it's your opinion. And getting that right, that's how you avoid misunderstandings and communicate clearly. So, I'm going to leave you with a challenge. In your next conversation, just listen. Listen to how you express certainty and how other people do it. Now that you know the difference, what are you going to be more clear about?